Try to fill in all the boxes. Take a nap. No,
I just take a nap. Hello. I can't. I think you can make a cross and
No, I'm searching them up. I'm not right.
Get out of here.
get out of the house.
Get it there. Get it there. Get it. Is that TikTok? Is that TikTok that we use? Who needs a couple more minutes? Raise your hand if you need a couple more minutes. Not yet.
What?
Wait, what? This don't make no sense.
What day?
give you just about another minute or two, and then we'll start talking about this and we'll move on to the last thing. Alright, who's still working? You guys still working? Alright, hey, eyes up here, we're gonna talk about this and we'll start the last thing. Okay? So I wanna hear some of y'all's answers. Number 4. How many of you said yes? Raise your hand. See, we'll raise your hands. How many said yes? Raise them high so I can see. Okay. So how many said no? London, did you not say anything? Okay. So those of you that said no, you are correct. Teens are actually making pretty good choices nowadays. But we're gonna tie this back to some statistics around the area. Okay. So I want to see some hands. This is out of 159 counties in Georgia. What number do you think Cobb is in opioid overdose deaths? What number? Lucy? Number 1? 4? Talia says number 159. Julian, what did you say?
I don't know.
You don't know. Number 2?
Wait, out of what? Number 7. How many?
Out of 159.
199. 57.
Okay. Okay. All right. Those are some good answers. You ready? Cobb is second.
Wow.
Yeah. Cobb is the second leading county in Georgia in opioid overdose deaths. What about all drug overdoses in Georgia? How much do you think it has increased by from 2019 to 2021?
Oh, that's like
Raise your hand. Raise your hand and answer. Raise your hand and answer. 100%. 60%? Lucy? Huh? 10%? 62%? 50%? Okay, those are good answers. You said 60? You said 62? I think you were a little bit closer. 61.9. 62 is a great guess. So yeah, all drug overdoses in Georgia have increased by 61.9% from 2019 to 2021. What do you think is the leading cause of this? Like, what drug do you think is the leading cause of this? Weed. We got weed. Fentanyl. Fentanyl is the answer. Yeah. I gotta see how to spell it. I forgot. Yeah, have y'all seen all those news stories where kids think they're buying like a chill drug and then they actually get sold like the tiniest bit of fentanyl and it kills them? Yeah, it's awful. It's terrible. So do not get anything from an untrusted source, no matter what it is. Like, you don't even have to be buying drugs. Because I've seen stories of kids buying, hey, can everybody listen up real quick? Can I see all eyes and ears? Thank you. So, you don't even have to be buying drugs. You can be buying other stuff. And it could be laced with fentanyl. So you've got, like, if it's an untrusted source and you're getting stuff from it, like, don't do that. Because that is super dangerous. And that is the leading cause of the drug overdose increasing by 61.9%. So, how much do you think fentanyl overdoses have increased?
53%.
Okay, so I hear 53, I heard 900, which is 79%, 45%, 90%, 100%. So when we say like a percentage like that, do a little bit of math. What do you like? Does anybody know how much that means? So like 100 would be double. 100 would be double the amount of what it is. So like if the number was 100 and 100% of 100 is 100, so that means it's increased by 100%. So that would be it went from 100 to 200. Okay, does everybody understand that? So now that you know that, what are some other numbers?
58.
58, so you think it's just about increased by about half? 134, okay? Those are some good numbers, but the number is 232.1. So yeah, yes, fentanyl overdose deaths have increased by 232.1% from 2019 to 2020, which is huge. So again, you have to be very, very careful when purchasing things. I mean, anything. If it's from an untrusted source, do not even think about it, okay? Because, I mean, there's some horrible, horrible people out in this world that are just crazy. So, number 5, we'll move on to number 5. What are some of the reasons that y'all put down? What you got? To fit in. That's a good one. Stress relief, Lucy?
I was gonna say like depressed.
Yep. You're depressed. Pain. PTSD. Yeah. Performance. What you got? Issues at home. Yeah, definitely. What about some of the ways to fix those? So like, if you said to fit in, what do you think alternative to that would be? Yes, don't surround yourself with people like that. Find new friends. Yes, exactly. So, one of the alternatives to that is just finding new friends. Don't hang out with the wrong group of people. Be careful with who you surround yourself with. All of those things would work. What about if let's say it's portrayed as fun or not a big deal in the media? Anybody think about that? Like how media portrays certain drugs. What's an alternative to that? What do you think? Raise your hand. What did you say, Lucy? Watch Forrest Gump, okay. What did you say, Mama?
Try hard.
Huh?
Just don't watch them.
Just don't watch them, okay. But what if it's uncontrolled? Like if it's a commercial, if it's an ad, like how do you just
Turn it off.
turn it off? Okay.
Just don't
Report that. Why is it probably?
Okay. So what I have down for that is just discussing the media images with other people and the consequences for the behavior. So, if you see something like that and they're portraying it as fun, look up some of the consequences for that behavior and see if it's actually like if they're lying or if they're actually being true in what they're saying. What about if you're lonely? What do you got some alternatives to that? Make friends. What about, okay. Yeah. So build relationships with parents or at school, and speak to community leaders. Those are some big things. What about if it's like what you said, role modeled in your home? So like what if you see it in your home? What if one of your loved ones is abusing drugs? What if it's like your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, grandma, whatever is abusing drugs?
Grandma.
You never know. You never know. Why'd you say call the police? Huh?
Yes.
Don't call GPS. Yeah, okay, so call the police.
I
Anybody got any-
call the police on my family, but you know.
What was your reason for it? Hey, everybody listen, eyes up here. Phones down, eyes up here, listen up, listen up. What did you say? Yes, exactly. So stage and intervention. Does anybody, we all, didn't we talk about that during alcohol? Yeah, so you can do the same thing with drugs. And you said talk with a trusted adult. Yes, exactly. You can do that. One of the things that I said was research the consequences and help your loved ones. So yeah, like staging and intervention, talking to them about it, talking about the consequences with them. So yeah, y'all did a really good job on this worksheet. If you want to turn it in up here to the first block section, and when you turn it in, grab one of these exit tickets, complete it, and you will turn it in as you walk out the door. So when you're done with the exit ticket, you can go to the main gym downstairs. Sorry, I'm lying.
Don't think about it. I already
Hey, listen up. Before y'all go, just sit down at your desk real quick. I want to give an example of one of the things that. Alright, so one thing that I want to talk about is like the very last question. So I will not abuse drugs because I felt like this one wasn't worded very good and there wasn't a lot of explanation. So what you're gonna want to write is like use a goal. So like what's one of your future goals? And then write that future goal and then explain how drug abuse would affect that goal. Okay? So like mine was I wanted to be a teacher in the future. Abusing drugs would affect that because I want to be able to teach effectively, first of all, and I probably wouldn't get a job offer if I was abusing drugs. So that's my example for that. So make sure you're writing like one of your goals that you have for the future and how you're going to how drug abuse would affect that. And when you're done, you turn it into the first block section, and you can go down to the main gym. She said that,
Oh, wait.
yeah, somebody needs to go.
So, hey, look. Hey, go to the main gym for now, then I'll be up.
Those of you still in here, thank you for working hard and helping me out with that. Y'all did a great job. I appreciate all the responses and everything. And we're gonna start, when we get back from spring break, we're gonna start a addiction project. It's gonna last all week right when we get back. Okay, so be prepared for that. Be thinking about the answers that you wrote down and the things that we found out and researched and stuff from Mr. McRae. And you'll be good to go when you get back to the project.